Welcome to Unleash the Creative Beast, MINIsota State Fair edition. Today we are going to be making mini donut rings. So to start out, to make these fabulous mini donut rings, you're going to need some felt. We will eventually be cutting these, but we're just starting with little squares. Eventually we will need spray glue. You can really use whichever brand you use. Glitter of whatever size and sparkliness you want. Needle and thread. Scissors for said needle and then thread. And then I thought I was buying 30 plastic ring bases. Turns out I bought 300. So numbers were never my strong suit. But that's what we'll need to get started. So I'm gonna step by step bring you through some fabulous mini donut rings. Alright, so the first step is you take your square and you're going to cut this into a donut shape. When I have my Cricut machine going, I will cut these with my Cricut machine to get that circle and that inner circle, but these I just freehanded because you don't need a Cricut machine for everything. But Cricut machines are sure dang fun. So once you get those cut out, it's really straightforward. You just piece them together and we're just gonna whip stitch around the edge. For this, I'm using a matching thread and some embroidery floss. But like, don't let me stop you if you want like purple with this. You go for it, or do a rainbow mini donut. Like, let your donut be your donut. Alright, so I did just a really quick whip stitch around the edge here. With a mini donut, well, with any size donut, like, let's be clear. Any size donut that you're making. I start with this middle section first because that keeps it together quicker, and then I go around the edge, and it's important that you leave this little gap that you can stuff it. And I forgot to mention at the beginning that you need polyfill or some kind of filler. You could use like Kleenex or something, but just about any crafter should have just like a random bag of polyfill that you just bought one day because you were being impulsive, and then you're like, what am I gonna do with this? And then suddenly when you're making mini donuts, you're really glad you have that bag of polyfill. So if you have truly a like mini donut, sometimes you need to take something like a pencil or something to just kind of help you stuff that little mini donut so you get that little baby donut stuffed. And then you just whip stitch the rest of that closed so you have a closed mini donut. Alright, so we got that mini donut closed, snipped off the thread, so put your needle someplace so you don't find it unexpectedly later. And then it's going to be really straightforward. You're just going to take this spray glue and you're just going to spray it, and then you take your glitter and you sprinkle it. And I recommend not doing this in your living room, otherwise you will have glitter in your carpet for all of time after this. So legitimately find a well-ventilated space that can get glitter to be in the space, otherwise you will have glitter wherever you're doing this forever. Can't quite see it, but even just by having these little mini donuts here, there's now glitter everywhere. So choices have been made, but we're here for it. So you spray it, and then you flip that little mini donut over, and then you spray it again, and you put that glitter on. And then the very last step is you take the ring base, and with a little dot of glue, you dot that on, and you've made a